At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday athletic gifts like bikes, tents, and outdoor gear. You'll have money left over for a premium yoga mat so you can try to touch your toes by New Year's.
Almost there.
Or snowshoes so you can hike to your super secret spot to find the perfect tree.
Aha!
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
They're clucking.
Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics, and a very happy Thirsty Thursday, one and all. Steve Migs, did you see my pumpkins this morning?
Oh, excuse me. I always look at your eyes.
I brought some pumpkins, some baby pumpkins.
Are those gourds or are those pumpkins?
I think they're just mini pumpkins. I don't know.
I know the Kraken are playing tonight, so. The Yanni gourds.
Those were grown in my garden.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Well, how about that?
Yeah. So last year.
I mean, you usually got to drop like $3-4 at the store for those little things.
You can just ask me. I think we probably pulled about 40 out of the garden this year.
Are you going to start doing like a pumpkin patch?
I don't know if I'm not for that much foot traffic and, children running through my yard.
No, like a little mini pumpkin patch.
Oh, mini pumpkin patch.
Yeah, not like a full-on one where you invite like the general public, but like that'd be kind of fun. Like if all of a sudden you became like a little mini farm for like pumpkins and Christmas trees.
Little pumpkin dealer.
Yeah, I could save a couple bucks. It's all selfish.
And last year we planted like the big pumpkins and only got about 2. And then this year I didn't even realize that they were mini pumpkins and we got like 40.
Okay, that's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, and these ones are not carvable, obviously, but they do make a great decoration.
You can use a Sharpie.
That's very true. I guess I could use a Sharpie.
So are you going to start doing the whole competitive pumpkin growing thing?
Oh, my gosh. I don't think so. But there are 3 near my house. One of them is over 1,200 pounds.
What?
One of them is over 800, and the other's over 700.
Every time at the Washington State Fairgrounds, they got ones that are like 1,500 pounds. I'm like, I just want to try and see if I can move it. I know I can't, but it's want to like kind of push at it.
Oh, this is the same at the Great Pumpkin Beer Fest that we go to every year. They have like them on display, and they actually tap one. So they get all the stuff out. They put pumpkin beer in the big pumpkin, and then they put taps on it, and you drink beer out of the pumpkin.
Stupid question.
Yeah.
I'm full of them. Does that mean that the seeds are bigger? Or are the pumpkin seeds about the same size? You just have more pumpkin seeds? Because all I care about with pumpkins is the pumpkin seeds, really.
I know nothing about this, but I'm going to assume it's the latter, that they're all about the big ones, that they're about the same size. I just think they require a special kind of care that we don't give our regular pumpkins.
I just want like a giant pumpkin seed and like eating just one, but like taking bites out of it and be like, this is from that giant pumpkin. Fun fact about pumpkins. I don't know if you know this, but do you know the band Faith No More?
Of course.
Jim Martin, he was the guy in the Epic video that wore the 2 glasses with the curly hair, and he was the lead guitarist. He left the band because of some issues with the band and stuff like that. But after he left the band, instead of joining a new band, he became a competitive pumpkin grower.
What?
Yeah.
That is
I'm
a
not
random
making this
factoid.
up. I know. He was like, I don't know if he won a championship or he was like in the top 3, but I believe he was a championship pumpkin grower.
Wow. 'Tis the season. Happy Halloween, Rockaholics. You ready to inform these fine folks
I think we already did.
on a topic other than pumpkins?
Oh, I don't know.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMV is brought to you by Palace Lawn. I have a fun game for you guys. I'm going to play a song. You have to guess what today's day, what a special day is for today based on this song. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I think this one's easy, and I think this one's going to piss off Danny.
Oh, good.
Here we go.
Can I guess?
Well, yeah.
Is it Weird Al's birthday?
No.
Oh.
Why would you ask him? Why would you guess that, you idiot? I'm kidding.
Is that it?
No.
Oh.
I'm kidding about you being an idiot. National
Bologna Day?
You got it, buddy. I don't even remember the last time I had bologna, but that's one of Weird Al's best songs.
Absolutely.
I don't know if it's debatable or not. Hey, how about the Seattle Seahawks yesterday making a big trade to make to really just address one of their weak spots, which is the linebacker position. They got linebacker Ernest Jones IV from the Tennessee Titans in exchange for linebacker Jerome Baker and a 2025 fourth-round pick. He's only 24 years old. He's been playing really well this season. When he played with the Rams, he was like a Seahawks killer. I'm excited about this because usually you wait till like the trade deadline to start making these moves. The Seahawks have already done a couple of big moves for the team, and it just shows that they're committed to making stuff happen. And of course, yesterday, Mike McDonald, the coach, he did a press conference, talked about the trade, but I love how the press conference starts because I almost sense I get like a little bit of a sarcastic vibe in how he's talking to the media. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
I'm sure you got a bunch of interesting questions, so let's get it going.
That's how we started the press conference. I'm sure you got a bunch of interesting questions, so let's get it going. So, no pressure for the first reporter.
What is it about Ernest Jones that attracts you to your defense?
He's a guy that I think when you look at just a really good football player, all the way around. I remember seeing him making the play at the Super Bowl. It was probably the first time that I kind of get on my map. Just excited to get him here and get him rolling. So, by all accounts, great person, loves ball. Tough as nails, and we're excited to get him here.
Just like Taryn Daly, loves ball and tough as nails.
Yes. Well, speaking of the Seahawks, they have designated right tackles Abraham Lucas, go Cougs, and George Fant to return to practice. Neither player will play this Sunday, and their activation is going to be decided within the next couple of weeks.
It's nice to hear that Abe Lucas is on the way back, though, because, this has just been an ongoing injury.
He had that knee surgery and has not played this season at all, and Coach Mike McDonald was asked about Abe and talked about that injury.
Timelines get moving and shaking based on there's like strength with the leg that's with the ratios. All the smart people are telling me, so I think that's just what was going on. It gets a little frustrating when the timelines shift, but that's just the nature of what we do.
Was it a microfracture surgery or what was it?
I couldn't tell you.
Speaking of football,
I don't even know if he said the S word. It was like shoot, but you could tell he was trying to say. Oh, he wasn't trying to say shoot, but he was like also trying to correct himself.
Nice.
I couldn't tell you. Microfracture. Sorry.
Is it all realistic?
Struggling with the medical questions lately. I couldn't tell you.
And speaking of football, Thursday Night Football, 5:15 tonight on Amazon Prime. The LA Rams will be hosting the Minnesota Vikings.
Hey, as far as weather, we're going to hit a high of 55 degrees, and I believe it's going to be cloudy, but let's check with our coach, Mike McDonald.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, that's fine. That's the DMD, and that's what's up.
Yesterday, Migs, you stopped at a brand new ice cream spot in Puyallup, and you learned a crazy story about the place, that it was once an ice cream speakeasy.
I couldn't tell you.
I really can't tell you.
You're going to find out what that means at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's like really ugly.
OMG, that's like really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Rockaholics, there is a brand new ice cream spot in Puyallup called Lick Homemade Ice Cream. Migs, you and your family discovered it. You've been bragging about it.
I've been talking about it because we went there just on a whim. We're like, oh, you know what? There was a car show happening. There was a line. We're like, let's try this new ice cream place. They had some non-dairy ones. Obviously, they have a ton of different dairy ones that are all homemade. And after having a couple bites, my wife and I looked at each other and we're like, this might quite possibly be the greatest ice cream I've ever had. And so Heidi, who owns the place, sent us a message saying, hey, thanks for giving us a shout out, but I'd love to have everyone on the show try it as well. And I brought in a few pints for you guys. And what'd you think?
I think I just had a religious experience.
Karen, the look on your face when you took, it was like, what was it, the Strawberry Crunch one?
Strawberry Crunch. It's basically like the childhood
Strawberry shortcake.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It tasted identical to that.
Yes.
And I couldn't even make words come out of my mouth. I was so happy.
Danny, you had, I mean, we all tried all of them.
We all tried all of them. But my first go-to was the Cookie Monster because I'm always about chocolate chip cookie dough. Like, that's my favorite kind of ice cream. And that was like the closest one that we got. And holy God, I just want it. I just want that in my mouth again. Like, I'm about to leave the studio and just go get more.
And Sarah, you tried, which one was your favorite?
Oh, okay. So I tried the peanut butter chocolate first, which I love that combination. I love Reese's. So that was amazing. But then I had the Cookie Monster too. And it's just bright blue. And I just love, like, I love ice creams that children would love. So that one was my fave.
And I chatted with Heidi, who's the owner of Lick Homemade Ice Cream. She said that the Cookie Monster is obviously very popular with kids, and now apparently our show as well.
Yeah.
But man, her backstory, she was telling me a little bit about the backstory of this place. And I was like, you know what? Let me just record a quick little chat with her because I was like, this is really inspiring and cool to hear about. And it's just like a cool local story about everything that's happening in Puyallup and building up the downtown area. And just the fact that this has been like a life dream of her and her husband for like the last 10 years. I'm here with Heidi from Lick, and this is the place I've been talking about here in Puyallup. And I just wanted to chat with you because I heard like this is like the ice cream dream in a sense. Like you've been working on this for a long time, and now it's finally come to fruition.
We have. We had the first idea about 10 years ago, but just couldn't make it work with jobs and kids and all of that. So
I blame kids for everything.
They
really suck the fun out of all of us.
So fast forward through COVID, and then we just kind of decided to go for it. So we had a little speakeasy ice cream.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. I heard that like you guys were just making ice cream out of your house.
Yeah, pretty much. And just kind of figuring out all our recipes. Our poor friends and family, I'm pretty sure they were over ice cream. But
you would be my favorite neighbors.
I want to be your neighbor for sure.
Right? I would never have an issue if you kept making ice cream. Like, yeah, I'll be right over.
Call me anytime.
We were playing with regular ice cream and maybe or maybe not a little boozy ice cream, but just.
Well, what booze is best with ice cream?
Peanut butter whiskey and Butterfinger is probably my favorite combination.
Yeah.
And then we did.
Unfortunately, those weren't available at Lick Ice. I wish they would. They need to have like the Lick after hours.
Oh yeah,
but that doesn't sound right.
And we did a pina colada one that was really awesome. Pretty good too. But so our friends were real excited about those. But fast forward now. We found a space in this awesome community, and here we are. In
downtown Puyallup, and we just ended up here recently, my wife and my daughter and I, and as we're eating the ice cream, my wife and I look at each other and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is the best ice cream I've ever had. And she's like, okay, I was thinking the exact same thing. So if someone comes here, though, what's your like go-to? Like, where you're like, okay, you should try this one. This one best represents Lick.
Our go-to really has been Strawberry Crunch, which is kind of like the old school...
Like the old crunch bar.
Yeah, but it has a homemade crunch in it, a homemade shortcake crunch in it. And then the Cookie Monster is always a fan favorite just because the kids love it. But really, to be honest, you never know what you're going to get. We sell through pretty fast, and we make it and on to the next flavor and kind of come up with an idea and like, let's try it. So things go pretty fast.
I don't think my waistline's going to like you very much after a few months, but it's awesome, though. I really appreciate that. You guys have this awesome ice cream place here in Puyallup.
Yeah, come see us. Thank you.
I mean, honestly, I'm glad they don't have a location closer to me because I'd be in big trouble.
Right. That's always been our joke when we find like an ice cream spot that we like, because we're like, I'm so happy it's not in Puyallup. That way we don't have to stop there all the time. But now, these bastards.
But what an inspirational and awesome story about, just following your heart and following the ice cream.
I did love that. They're like, we've been wanting to do it. And finally said, we just have to go for it and just do it.
So we want to hear from you, Rockaholics. When did you decide to just go for it? 206-803-ROCK. It does not matter what it was for. We just want to hear about that one time you took a chance in life. 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Joan Jett.
The Daily Migs Show.
When did you decide to just go for it? 206-803-ROCK. It doesn't matter what it was for. We just want to hear about that time that you took a chance in life. 206-803-ROCK. Jen is in Missoula, Montana. Tell us about your move.
Oh, hey. Yeah, my name's Jen. So back in 2022, my husband and I were kind of in between careers, and the housing market was really hot. So we sold our ski cabin up by Stevens Pass.
Okay.
Without a plan. So we packed everything into storage, drove it out to Montana in moving trucks without any jobs or housing lined up.
I love this.
And my husband set up an interview while he was literally driving the moving truck over on one of our trips, moving all our stuff into Montana. Got a job while we were in the process of moving, and we lived in hotels and Airbnbs for literally 2 months while we house hunted. And now we've been here 2 years.
Was there any plan B just in case none of this worked in your favor? I love this story. Because I think about when I moved out here, that was the same mindset. I'm like, I'm just going to pick up and move to Seattle from New York. Don't have any plan. Don't have any home. Stayed in this awful hotel on Aurora, which was really sketch. But that was just the mindset. But I was also 23 and didn't have a marriage, didn't have bills, didn't have anything. You guys are married. You have a life. And that's pretty ballsy.
We've been thinking about moving inland for a while, and we kind of got the kick in the pants that we needed. A lot of stuff happens that just, I was like, you know what? These doors are closing. Let's wing it. No, we did not have a plan B.
That's awesome. And how's it been going since?
Maybe to move back in with the parents. I don't know. It's been going fantastic. It took us about 6 months to find really good jobs, but we've had these same jobs since, it's been 2 years now. And we love it.
Jen,
did it sooner.
Are you and your husband big skiers, snowboarders?
Absolutely. Yeah, we actually worked in the industry. He was in the industry for 13 years. I was in it for 8. And then when, the pandemic hit, our whole world got turned upside down. I lost my job. And then it was like, okay, we're going to try and make it in the mountains as long as we can. But then we couldn't.
I've never been to Missoula, but I always hear it's such an awesome place.
Missoula's pretty cool. It's a city, and we are mountain people. So we live about an hour north of Missoula and carpool in together to the city for our jobs every day.
Now, does Montana have a crazy speed limit through most of the state?
Yes.
How fast are we going when we're in Montana?
So most places it's 70, and then in eastern Montana, you'll see a lot of 80.
Wow.
Right. And I have the dumbest question. I'm sure you're all going to just roll your eyes when I ask it, but I legitimately remember this when I moved all the way from New York to Seattle, and we stopped in Montana to stay there for an evening, and I was blown away by this. How's the tap water? Is it still awesome?
It is pretty awesome. I mean, don't drink the water in Butte, but...
What's wrong with the Butte water?
It's definitely poisoned. You want to get bottled water from there.
No. I just remember
the mining operations.
We were in the hotel, and I'm like, this is the tastiest tap water I've ever had. I don't know why, but it stuck with me even 20-something years later.
Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, Montana, despite its reputation, is actually really environmentally, forward. They're conservative in the sense that they love the environment. Right, so
right on,
we do
Jen.
it right here.
Thanks, Jen. Rock on.
We got a text message at 206-803-ROCK, and it says, I was going nowhere in my life and decided to just go for it, join the Navy. Best decision that I ever made.
Thank you for your service.
Hell yeah. That goes in line with my brother, too. Similar story. He was having a lot of just bad luck trying to find things to do in his life. He was in line to become a New York City cop, but then, at the time, the mayor or whoever decided to scrap the entire class for budget cuts, and then he just got bumped out of it. And he was like, had to start from the beginning. And he was just so devastated. He's like, screw it, I'm joining the military. And then ended up joining the Navy. And now he just retired and he's had a great life because of it. So that's pretty awesome to read that text.
Absolutely.
I like this one, though. I asked out this hot chick that I would always see at a coffee stand. One time I just said, screw it, and asked her out, even though everyone told me that she's just being nice to me for tips. We've been married for 10 years now.
Oh,
that's amazing.
That's so romantic.
She's only nice to you for tips, buddy. Someone said I took a chance, applied to a trade union while I was working at a grocery store. I had no construction experience, got the apprenticeship, and life has never been better.
Wow, that's impressive.
I think it is funny because it's kind of all about jobs, but it was the same with me in radio. Like, I was in college. I had never really thought about a career in radio, but then I got essentially an internship at a radio station. And I was like, wait, I remember going home and telling my mom, wait, you can get paid to be on the radio? And ever since then, I just threw everything that I had. I quit my part-time job. I was still in school, but I was like, I'm going to do radio. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And here we are. Yeah. Dude, that's kind of fun because I remember when I started doing the radio thing, I'm like, I'll do it until I have to get a real job. Yeah. And I was like, here I am now. I'm like, I don't know if I could I don't even have a skill to do a real job. Like, this is all I can do. The longer I do this, the less skilled I am at anything else. Yeah.
I think there's a rockaholic out there that would like to go for it in the game of Beat Migs.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Steve has a record of 298 wins, 89 losses, and 51 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday electronic gifts like monitors, tablets, and video games. You'll have money left over for that drum set for your little drummer. And some noise-canceling headphones. Or an outdoor speaker system so the entire neighborhood can hear your holiday tunes. Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Life can be hectic, and managing your mental health is more important today than ever before. That's why Mindful Therapy Group's mission is to take the difficulty out of finding a therapist. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Our compassionate therapists specialize in helping you navigate stress, anxiety, ADHD, OCD, and so much more. With both in-person and telehealth appointments available, you can get the support you need in as little as 48 hours. To make things easier, Mindful Therapy Group also accepts most insurance plans, including Medicare, allowing you to focus on you and not your wallet. Mindful mental health providers offer services for children, teens, adults, and seniors seeking individual, family, or couples therapy. Whatever you need, we're here for you. Join us to start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com or call 562-MINDFUL to get started today.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kids, like arts, crafts, games, and tech. You'll have money left over for some new board games to boost the kids' confidence.
You won again.
Or that multi-voice changing megaphone so you can really spread the cheer.
Happy holidays.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs.
Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Alex from Rainier is. Alex, are you there?
I'm here.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Alex has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What color pill did Neo take in The Matrix?
Green.
What was that?
Green.
No.
Blue.
No.
Red.
Correct. Who has the songs Piano Man and Uptown Girl?
Bruno Mars.
No.
Pass.
Which Stephen King novel takes place mostly in the fictional Overlook Hotel?
The Shining.
Correct. The Simpsons was a spin-off show of which American sketch series?
Pass.
What number is found in reference to the varieties on Heinz products? Heinz products.
Wow. 51. 51.
No.
What? Pass.
The Suns is a professional basketball team from where? No.
Phoenix.
Correct. What is the largest species of shark in the world?
Great white.
No.
Oh, tiger.
No.
Pass.
Which southern Italian city is usually credited as the birthplace of pizza?
I don't know. Pass.
Alex, you got 3 correct.
Hanes,
no.
Sarah?
Okay,
Hanes
you guys.
underwear? Is that what we're doing?
You guys, I was telling these questions to my husband last night, and I said Hanes to him. Steve, don't listen to this.
Was it Heinz or Hanes?
And he, okay, I'll tell you after. I'll tell everyone the story after. Hopefully, I don't mess it up again, though.
She just embarrassed herself as always.
Well, these 60 seconds can't come quick enough.
Oh, okay, Steve. Are you ready? Yes! What color pill did Neo take in The Matrix?
Blue.
No.
Red.
Correct. Who has the songs Piano Man and Uptown Girl?
Oh, go F yourself, kid. That's Billy Joel.
Your bestie. Correct.
I love that guy.
Which Stephen King novel takes place mostly in the fictional Overlook Hotel?
The Shining?
Correct. The Simpsons was a spin-off show of which American sketch series?
The Tracy Ullman Show.
Correct. What number is found in reference to the varieties on Heinz products? I did it.
57.
Correct. The Suns is a professional basketball team from where?
Phoenix.
Yes.
Been to one of their games.
What is the largest species of shark in the world?
Great white.
No.
Hammerhead.
No.
Jaws.
No. Which southern Italian city is usually credited as the birthplace of pizza?
Sicily.
No.
Rome.
No.
Naples.
Correct. Chris Pratt voices Emmett in what animated movie?
Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
I don't know.
Steve, you got 7 correct, which is a win, 7-3. Sorry, Alex.
That's all right.
Oh, man, you sound so sad.
Did not sound all right.
Yeah.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
Okay, what I was trying to explain earlier, I read all these questions to George, before, to practice, because I'm not obviously the best at reading or pronunciating things.
I would never have been able to tell.
And I literally said, what number is found in reference to the varieties on Hanes products to him? And he didn't understand. He didn't understand the question. He's like, babe, it's like Vines, but with an H. So I literally wrote on my sheet of paper, Vines with an H. And I still pronounced it wrong to Alex.
Why didn't you just write it out and just spell it Hines, Hines? That way you wouldn't get confused.
Maybe that's how I should do it.
She wanted to talk about underwear, Steve. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
I know. What is the largest species of shark in the world?
Whale shark?
Yes.
Oh, I was going to guess baby shark, but I didn't want to. I was afraid that would happen.
I'm glad you eventually got Naples. I was afraid because you are Italian.
My Italian friends are going to be very mad at me.
And Chris Pratt voices Emmett in what animated movie? I'm surprised Barrett hasn't watched it or like it
Maybe
yet.
he has. I don't know.
Cars?
It's the Lego movie.
Oh, no, we've not watched that one yet.
It's coming.
It's a good one?
Oh, it's a good one.
You highly recommend?
I mediocrely recommend. But Steve, congratulations.
Thank you.
Live Night is coming back on December 13th, and we're going to be taking over Showbox Soto for the first time ever, and we don't have to wake up early that day. It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
Everything performed live, from the sound effects to the voice actors. The Barbershop Quartet will be back in the house, and of course, the KISW new originals, Steve Migs.
Because, a few of us from the men's room, like the Thrill, he's going to be on bass. Ryan Castle's going to be jumping on drums, myself as well. And in the men's room, we're going to be doing their show live. We're going to be doing our show live, and we just want the Rockaholics to come and hang out with us.
And the theme is A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea what kind of songs you're going to be playing yet, Steve?
No clue.
No. Well, I'm excited for that part, so you got to keep us posted. And if you want to grab those tickets, they are on sale now over at KISW.com. Who would you say is the greatest action movie star of all time?
Oh, I mean, it would have to be Steven Seagal. Sorry.
Says the guy whose favorite movies are Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know if I'd put Sylvester Stallone at number one. I think I'm going to have to go with Arnold.
That's a great choice.
I mean, how do you not go with Arnold?
Well, one of the most iconic action movie stars of all time said that he is about done with doing action films.
Say it ain't so.
We're going to tell you who it is after Nirvana.
The Daly Migs Show.
Liam Neeson says that he might just retire from action movies by the end of next year. How is this possible?
He can't. I watch all of his action films. Say it ain't so, Liam. I don't care how old you are.
So he says, quote, I'm 72. It has to stop at some stage. You can't fool audiences. I don't want my stunt double to be fighting my fight scenes for me. He does not have like a date in mind that he's going to, hang up his action movie hat, but he does say that maybe it would be like by the end of next year.
Okay. All right. I mean, I think you should have the stunt people do it still for you. As long as he's doing his, I have a certain set of skills. His voice is what makes me love him in action movies.
I guess I kind of assumed he was having a stunt double most of his career. I mean, I don't know. I guess that makes him even more of a badass.
Yeah, for real.
So he recently finished filming a remake of The Naked Gun with Pamela Anderson. That's got to be a career highlight for him, I would think.
That's definitely not maybe some action scenes. I'm kind of into seeing it, though.
I would, for sure. But first up is his latest action flick, and it's called Absolution, and that's going to hit theaters on November 1st.
Okay, have you heard anything about this movie?
No.
This is like the quintessential Liam Neeson movie, because once again, he's trying to save a family member. And I'm reading the synopsis of this. It says an aging gangster attempts to reconnect with his children and rectify the mistakes in his past. But the criminal underworld won't loosen their grip willingly. Here's the trailer.
I've been having these headaches.
Have you sustained concussions over the course of your life?
You could say that. Just tell me what I need to get better.
That voice. Just tell me what I
It's unmistakably him every time.
It's almost like he's doing a parody or an impression of himself.
Just tell me what I need to get better.
There is no treatment. Do you have anyone?
I thought I told you not to come.
Just wanted to see you.
That's his daughter.
This is your grandfather. Mom said you're in prison. What for?
Not walking away.
Hey, you killed him!
He ain't dead. He's just stupid. The only way for me to do something right is by doing something bad.
Yeah. And I saw somebody comment on the YouTube page and it said, from protecting his girlfriend to protecting his daughter to now protecting his granddaughter, this is how old Liam Neeson has become.
Wow.
Which got me thinking, and I kind of want to put you guys to the test if you guys are up for it.
Sure. Oh, boy.
Okay, it's nothing terrible, I promise you that. But, he's known for playing roles that basically he's fiercely protecting his family. So I have a bunch of films, and I want you to guess. Is he protecting his partner, so wife or girlfriend, his son, his daughter, or all of the above? Okay. All right, are you ready to do this?
Of course.
All right, let's start with Taken. What do you think, Taryn?
Daughter.
Okay, I was going to say, that's like the most iconic one. He's a retired CIA guy. He has to rescue his kidnapped daughter from human traffickers. That's kind of like what started the whole Liam Neeson family man.
Yeah.
All right, Danny.
All right.
Taken 2.
Okay. Daughter again.
Wrong. Ex-wife.
Oh.
They're both taken hostage by the relatives of those that he killed in the first film. Spoiler alert.
Why does he care about his ex-wife? What is this?
Spoken like a man who's divorced.
Thank you.
All right, Sarah. Let's keep on the Taken train. Taken 3.
All of them.
No.
Dang it.
Daughter, once again.
Okay, the daughter should just die at this point. Yeah, she's been taken twice. She needs to go.
This time he's framed for his ex-wife's murder, and now he must protect his daughter while clearing his name. All right, let's move away from Taken movies. This movie is called, from 2014, Nonstop, where he's playing a U.S. Air Marshal. What do you think, Taryn? Is it partner, son, daughter, or all of the above?
All of the above.
Boom, you nailed it once again. This time he's dealing with an estranged relationship with his family and his motivation to save others. All right, Danny.
Hi.
This one I don't think I've ever even seen. A Walk Among the Tombstones from 2014. Plays a private investigator. Son, wrong.
Oh, come on.
Wife, once again, seeking justice for a drug dealer whose wife was kidnapped and murdered, and now he has to avenge families in danger.
Wow.
All right, Sarah. Run All Night from 2015. Son, daughter, partner, or all of the above?
Let's go with partner.
Wrong. Son.
Dang it.
We should have switched. He's got to protect his estranged son from a mob boss who seeks revenge.
Wow.
All right, Tom, we'll do a couple more. The Commuter from 2018. In this one, he's, I don't even know what kind of job he has, but he has to protect people.
Oh, man. Partner.
Nope. Family.
On the whole thing?
That's right. He's on a commuter train and he has to protect his family. All right. Danny. Cold Pursuit from 2019.
Cold Pursuit sounds like a daughter movie.
Close. Son.
Oh.
He's a dad seeking revenge after his son is murdered by a drug cartel. Whoa. All right, one last one. Liam Neeson, Family Man. Honest Thief from 2020.
It better be his.
He's a former bank robber, and he wants to turn himself in, but he doesn't because he has to protect somebody. Partner, son, daughter, or all of the above.
It better be all of the above. It's called Family Plan.
No, he was saying that he's a family man.
I said he's a family man. The movie's called Honest Thief, but thanks for playing along.
I thought it's all of the above.
Wrong.
Oh, my gosh.
He has to turn himself in to protect the future with his girlfriend, but ends up fighting to protect both of them from the corrupt FBI.
Wow.
He's doing too much.
He's just a bad parent.
Yeah, and bad spouse.
He's got to keep tabs on his kids more often.
I wanted to see how many movies he's even been in because I've only seen a couple. So I Googled Liam Neeson movies. It was bananas how many action films he's done.
And there are some that I don't even think made it to the theaters.
No.
Like some of these I think are just direct to on demand.
You know what's funny too is like you reading all of those and then you just saying that. I'm like, I don't think I've seen one action movie by Liam Neeson. The only thing I've ever seen by him are his comedic roles, which
you're missing an entire wing of pure insanity and brilliance by Liam Neeson.
I mean, okay. But, like, A Million Ways to Die in the West, he plays the villain. He gets a flower shoved up somewhere. It's pretty amazing.
Was he protecting his family?
No.
See, that's the problem. In the comedies, he doesn't care about his family.
Yeah, he needs to do more of those.
You know what's funny is also as I'm reading these, I was like, I never saw that movie. And then I start reading the premise. I'm like, oh, yeah, I totally saw that one.
So memorable, huh? There is a group of guys that are going viral for something that they have been doing every week for the last 56 years. 56 years. So what is it? We're going to tell you at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kitchen, like appliances and cookware. You'll have money left over for a sauce pot, so you can make your mom's famous gravy recipe.
Yuck.
Or at least try to. Or that cutting board for the ultimate holiday party buffet.
Is that a charcuterie pyramid?
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
This Sunday, our Seattle Seahawks are taking on the Buffalo Bills at home.
Yes.
And tomorrow at this time, we will be chatting with a Seahawks player. We just don't know who it is yet, though.
But let's check with our coach, Mike McDonald. I think he knows.
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, thanks a lot. Damn it. So we might just be doing this interview. They might just, like the PR people, are just going to hand the phone over to somebody on the Seahawks, and we're just going to go by the fly on the seat of our pants.
Please be DK. Please be DK.
I couldn't tell you.
Please be DK.
Is that, if you had to pick one person, you would go with
DK.
Oh, I'd go with Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, hopefully. Listen at 7:20 tomorrow for our Seahawks Spotlight, Rockaholics.
I couldn't tell you.
There is a group of guys in England that have met up for drinks almost every day, every Thursday since 1968.
I love this story.
They are all in their 80s now, and they have missed very few of these hangout beer clinking sessions over the years. Here they are talking about their group.
I bet we haven't missed, in 56 years, I bet we haven't missed 25 Thursday nights. We're down to 7 or 8 now.
Oh, that's a little heavy to think about. Like, there was probably more than 7 dudes, but now that they're getting older... I didn't even realize that. He's like, yeah, we're down to 7 now.
7 or 8 now. But we still meet every week. We don't do emotional type stuff.
I think...
So, Danny, you're out. Sorry. Can't
No
go.
crying.
You're not invited.
No crying,
we don't
Danny.
need no crying emo night guy.
I think you should.
We talk about our intimate illnesses and...
This Glee Club started with soccer and sex, which we discussed. And now we talk about pensions and prostate. So...
Soccer and sex to pension and prostate.
I love these guys.
That should be the name of the new Oasis record.
So, yeah.
Listen, how many times a night you get up to go to the toilet? That's what we're talking
perfect.
about.
I love it.
I kind of want to post up at a bar with these guys.
Those sound like the most fun dudes in the whole world.
Not surprised that they make it a point every week to get together. They sound like they have a great time together. Keeps them young.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have any crazy tradition that you do like that?
We need to bring it back. It was a tradition that we did every year for the longest time, and that was our beer league hockey team, the Tacoma Donkeys. We would all make it a point. It's a little bit harder now that a lot of us have kids but it was Easter weekend in Spokane. They call it the Hockey Classic, and it was a big tournament. Most teams go there to win. We go there to get wasted. We never win, but we don't care. We win in life. We get a party bus or we do whatever. We always do it up, and we go next level in our stupidity and have the best time, and everybody's invited on the bus. It's not like we're like whoever shows up, come on and drink with us. It's always a great time.
So the donkeys are still active, yes?
No. We tried, but they wouldn't. It's a long story, but we aren't able to get the team together, and I was kind of bummed because we finally got together. We're all like, let's put the team back together, but it just didn't happen. But we're talking about potentially just doing tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
Just so that we can go back to Spokane, because they do another tournament, like the over 30 league or whatever it is. So now everybody's old enough to be in the older version of the tournament. That doesn't happen Easter weekend.
And also, well, the fact that you get out of Easter weekend every year, like, skip a family thing, that's awesome.
Oh, and Munson's mom would make this thing called the resurrection rolls, and they were amazing. I don't even know what was in them, but it was like pure crack, and we would all just be eating these hungover. Be like, I wish your mom would make us some more resurrection rolls.
Part of the buddy tradition.
They were like really airy and delicious.
206-803-ROCK. So the guys from England since 1968 have had this buddy tradition. So we want to hear from you, Rockaholics, if you have any sort of a buddy tradition. 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Guns N' Roses.
The Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, what is your buddy tradition? We're asking because we learned about this group of guys in England who have been meeting for a pint of beer every week since 1968.
For the last, 58 years or 56 years or something along those lines. And just listening to these guys makes you just want to pull up, grab a bar stool, and listen to their stories.
I bet we haven't missed, in 56 years, 25 Thursday nights. We're down to 7 or 8 now, but we still meet every week. We don't do emotional type stuff.
I think you should.
We talk about our intimate illnesses, and
this glee club started with soccer and sex, which we discussed, and now we talk about pensions and prostate. So,
how many times a night you get up to go to the toilet? That's what we're talking about.
Perfect. I love it.
I'm at one time a night. Did they let me into their crew? No. Not yet.
It's got to be multiples.
It's got to be multiples. And I don't have a pension, so I'm kind of screwed.
What is your buddy tradition, Rockaholics? 206-803-ROCK.
Looking at some of the text messages, one person said, Taryn, you're going to love this. Every year, all of us pick one game, go back to Pullman for the Cougs. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs.
Do you do that?
We did last year. The sorority sisters and I did it last year. We didn't pick a game this year, but I'm going down to Oregon when the Cougs play the Beavers down there.
I don't know if I'll be able to pull off this year, obviously, but I think next year I want to bug our buddy MK Bruce, M. Christo, who's like a Coug legend, played on the team, and he's now a pilot, and he sometimes flies to Pullman to go watch a game. I want to bug him and be like, hey, man, can I go on a flight with you for one of those? A, because I think it'd be fun to go on a plane with him.
Absolutely.
I've never done one of those little small plane things, and B, I need a new tradition, and maybe he could do it with me.
And you've never even been to Pullman before?
I've never been to Pullman. That is definitely one of those things I absolutely have to do. Another texter says, all of my brothers, and we have 5 brothers, we all live all over the country, but every year we pick one concert and we meet. This year was my pick, so they all came into Seattle for Metallica.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I like that. That's a good way to make sure that you all get together at least once a year.
Absolutely.
So what's yours?
Well, I'm actually doing one tonight.
How many do you have?
Well, I
feel like you have like 8 or 9 traditions that are just kind of constantly happening every single day.
The 3 girlfriends from high school and I, we meet for dinner once a month. We call it girls' night, and sometimes we have to bail for one reason or another, but there's some number of the 4 of us that get together once a month and we have dinner.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really fun.
This text says it's been going on for 24 years now. While I'm cooking Thanksgiving dinner, my husband plays the original Halo with the guests that are there, friends and family, and they call it Thanksgiving.
That's cool. I like that.
Danny, do you have one?
Of course, Thirsty Thursday, same as these old guys.
You do it every Thursday?
Pretty much every Thursday.
Is it by yourself?
No, yeah, it's by myself. I go to the bar. I just get drunk. No,
make new friends.
My best friend Joe.
Oh,
we all know Joey. Yeah, we always get together because especially once he was no longer at the station, it was like I didn't want to not see him because we were seeing each other every day, and honestly got kind of sick of him. But no, at that point it was like
we need a reason to see each other.
We need a reason, and at that point I was like, hey, we should do Thirsty Thursdays and go to. It usually comes over to West Seattle, bless his heart, because I don't want to drive all the way to Northgate and then get.
Plus, he still hasn't allowed you to come into his place.
Well, one time, Steve. But yeah, we get a beer, and I like it that they say a pint of beer for these old guys. I'm like, that's our goal too. We always get more than a pint of beer.
I feel like they do too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Does Joey's sister ever get invited, or do you leave her out?
Who's his sister?
I literally have never gotten invited.
No.
No. And I'm salty about it every Thursday.
You're not a buddy.
Why don't you
I guess not.
just show up unannounced?
She doesn't know where we go.
Put a tracker on Danny.
Ooh.
And then you'll know where he is at all times.
That is some crazy yes I would do.
It's interesting you bring that up because I think about that even with like the donkeys. Like we had a reason every week to see each other because we were playing beer league hockey. But now that we don't have a team, it's like, my buddy Munson and I were trying to plan let's get together for lunch because we're just like, we don't see each other every week anymore. And it's like, I feel like we need to come up with something. Maybe we'll just be like, there's a joke where the team's called the Ghosts. And what it is that they don't ever play hockey. They just show up to a bar. So every time a team's playing the Ghost, they know they have a forfeit because that team's going to ghost them and not show up. They just they go tell their significant others, like, oh, yeah, beer league tonight. Got a game at 8 p.m. and they just go straight to the bar and hang out.
That is amazing.
So maybe we just need to become like the donkey ghosts.
I respect that on a whole nother level. That's fantastic.
We have done one hockey tournament where we said it was a hockey tournament. My wife didn't care, but we just went to Portland and some of the guys actually brought their gear in their car, parked it at the rink. And then we all met up in a party bus and we went to Portland. We didn't play any hockey. We didn't even go anywhere near a hockey rink. I think the only ice that we had near us was the ice that were in our drinks.
Nice.
But for some of the guys, their significant others thought they were at a hockey tournament the entire weekend while we're just getting wasted.
That is amazing. Now, I have a tradition I'd like to start right now, and that is preventing Steve Migs from hitting 300 wins in the game of Beat Migs.
If I win.
You have 299 wins.
Do you guys have the confetti cannons?
Nope.
We all didn't think you were going to hit it today.
We've been saying.
Okay. Here it is. 400 wins. We'll get the confetti.
I'll hold it up to you.
In 2024, though.
299 wins.
Jeez, a lot of Kanye.
89 losses and 51 ties in 2024. 206-803 Rock. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daly Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday electronic gifts like monitors, tablets, and video games. You'll have money left over for that drum set for your little drummer. And some noise-canceling headphones. Or an outdoor speaker system so the entire neighborhood can hear your holiday tunes. Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Feeling overwhelmed?
struggling with mental health shouldn't be the norm. At Mindful Therapy Group, we specialize in connecting you with compassionate therapists that can support you through stress, anxiety, ADHD, and so much more. With in-person and telehealth appointments available, we can get you seen in as little as 48 hours. To make things easier, Mindful Therapy Group accepts most health insurances, including Medicare, allowing you to focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to start your mental health journey today.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday electronic gifts like monitors, tablets, and video games. You'll have money left over for that drum set for your little drummer. And some noise-canceling headphones. Or an outdoor speaker system so the entire neighborhood can hear your holiday tunes. Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs.
Be Migs, don't be a loser. Be Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Brittany from Marysville is. Brittany, are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, I love this. Were you by chance listening to the men's room around 5:40 yesterday?
I know.
Well,
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Hopefully it's not the decision maker. But let's see. Steve, get out of here.
All right, bye-bye. What the hell, man?
We're off the rails.
What's wrong with you?
I kind of liked that, though. That was very fun.
We'll just play a different one.
Me too, that was cool.
Just for you, Brittany. And for those playing at home, Brittany has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
What do the wheels on the bus do in the song?
They go round and round.
They sure do. What type of juice is in a screwdriver cocktail?
Orange juice.
Yes. What is the smallest unit of life that can carry out all functions of living organisms?
A cell?
Yes. What office actor is Emily Blunt married to?
John Krasinski.
Correct. Tight end George Kittle plays for what NFL team?
San Francisco 49ers.
Yes. What salad is generally made up of celery, fresh apples, walnuts, and grapes? Who played Glenn in the 80s horror A Nightmare on Elm Street?
Pass.
What is the southernmost continent in the world? Or on Earth? Yes. Beginning with T, what is the first real name of singer CeeLo Green?
Theodore.
No.
Pass.
How many centimeters are in 1 meter?
1,000.
No.
Damn it.
Close there. Brittany, you got 6 correct, though. You were on a roll.
But we'll see. We'll see. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go, Britt.
And you got 2 of the ones on the cheat sheet correct. So really, you almost
good. That's good.
Yeah, you almost didn't even need it. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What do the wheels on the bus do in the song?
Oh, they go round and round.
They do. What type of juice is in a screwdriver cocktail?
Orange juice.
Yes. What is the smallest unit of life that can carry out all functions of living organisms?
What? A tadpole?
No.
Is it like an embryo?
No.
A cell.
Yes. What Office actor is Emily Blunt married to?
Oh, John Krasinski?
Yes. Tight end George Kittle plays for what NFL team?
Oh, it's like Tight and George? I was like, who's that? The stupid San Francisco 49ers.
Yes. What salad is...
But he's a wrestling fan, so I like him.
You better. What salad is generally made up of celery, fresh apples, walnuts, and grapes?
House salad.
No.
Cobb salad.
No.
A salad.
No. Who played Glenn in the 80s horror A Nightmare on Elm Street?
Johnny Depp?
Yes. What is the southernmost continent on Earth?
I don't know. South America.
No.
Africa.
No.
Antarctica.
Yes, but
Too
it's
late.
too late.
Damn it.
And Steve, you got 6 correct, which is a tie.
Wow.
6-6. That's, you know.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I love that enthusiasm, Brittany. A tie is better than a loss. And Steve can't play a song, so I'm happy.
I know, he was all ready.
I'm so excited.
He was all
I had a
ready.
special song for number 300 and everything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that even sucks more for you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You guys got the same ones wrong, though. The salad that is made up of celery, fresh apples, walnuts, and grapes.
Waldorf.
That was on the cheat sheet.
Oh.
Yes, it's kind of one of those salads that I think is very random and very forgotten about.
But sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. A little pop of the grape in there.
One that you didn't, southernmost continent on Earth, you eventually got Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
2, you did not get to. Beginning with T, what is the real first name of CeeLo Green?
Thomas.
Yes. I don't know how you know that, but I'm very impressed.
I really like his Christmas record, and I know a little bit too much about him.
Steve, we're finding out the weirdest things about you.
CeeLo's Christmas record is my favorite Christmas record.
Stop.
It is.
I didn't even know he had a Christmas record.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Oh, my goodness. It's like the greatest Christmas record of all time.
I don't believe that. But they're all also 100 centimeters and 1 meter. Brittany said 1,000. But I feel like I need to listen to this album now.
It's so
It is almost
good.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
Rockaholics, have you ever dated? Probably not if you're rolling around blasting this music, but if you have ever dated, we have a very simple question to ask you, but you got to call us now. 206-803-ROCK, and we promise it is a simple question. Call now, 206-803-ROCK, and we will take your calls after Blind Melon.
The Daily Migs Show.
There was a great chat on Reddit where someone asked the question, what is your pettiest reason for not dating someone?
Oh, these are going to be good.
Here are some of the highlights.
Okay.
They asked how they were doing, and the person responded with #blessed.
I kind of think that's hilarious. And if I was that person's friend that decided not to keep dating that person, anytime they asked me how I was doing, I would be like, #blessed.
Another one, she had the same name as my mom. I just couldn't do it.
Oh. Yeah, #can't do it either. Wait, Danny's doing it.
Boom. There it is. They spell it differently, though, so.
Did you make sure of that?
No.
That is kind of crazy. I don't think I could ever, granted, if I dated someone named Rosanna, I'd have to bring it up to my wife because that'd be weird. But if I was single, I don't know if I could date somebody whose name was Roseanne.
Yeah, it was unintentional, and it was one of those, I don't know.
Was there any point where you were like, oh, this is kind of strange?
Yes. From day one. It was always, and she was always like, I hate that my name is your mom's name. And I was like, well.
How did mom feel about it? She probably thought it was adorable.
Honestly, she never said anything about it. She never said, she's never, actually commented on it other than just being like, oh, that's why we call her Lynn as opposed to Linda.
Another one, he had a Velcro wallet. Not a wallet chain, Danny.
Yeah,
a Velcro wallet.
I forgot they even exist. I kind of want one again.
My 5-year-old has a Velcro wallet.
Would that have Paw Patrol on it?
Yeah, no, it's got Spider-Man.
Nice.
So this wants, a simple question wants to be asked because of this in...
You okay?
And my words.
You just sound like a Steve Miggsism.
And that simple question is this. What is your pettiest reason for not dating someone? Will from Puyallup, what is yours?
They talk too much.
Isn't that the whole point of being in a relationship, to have conversations? I love it. What do you mean by
I hate one-sided conversations.
Oh, that's fair.
And then when I try to talk, they hijack my story and take over my story. I'm like, I'm a gracious listener, but I just can't deal with that.
Has there ever been a point where you're like in the situation? Because I've had this happen with friends, never in a relationship, but with friends, where you're just like, hey, man, could you let me finish the story?
Yeah, exactly.
And it wouldn't go over well, I'd imagine.
Not at all. Christian in Seattle, what was your petty reason for not dating someone?
They don't eat their vegetables.
Well, you know what? You should date Thrill because he hates vegetables.
That would be a match made in heaven. 206-803-ROCK. What is the pettiest reason you did not want to date someone? Rusty from Puyallup.
Jacked up feet.
Oh.
Like Hobbit feet?
I don't like feet in general, but if you got some jacked up, gnarly feet, I'm out.
Yeah, that's fair.
There was one time where I was like hanging out with somebody and we were at like a party or something like that, and they took off their shoes, and I didn't notice until that moment that they didn't have a big toe.
Whoa!
And I could not get it out of my head.
Doesn't that throw off your balance real bad?
They must be able to figure out how to walk all right with it, because I didn't notice that until all of a sudden I'm like, and then as the party's going on, we're all wasted. I remember just being like, I can't stop looking. I can't stop looking. There is a missing toe.
That's so cool.
You didn't even ask about it, though?
Or take a picture?
Well, this is before cell phones, so we didn't just have like I know. We're
When
talking
was
like,
that?
like 20 years ago. Back in the day, I didn't have my Polaroid with me at the time.
Frederick from Tacoma, what was your pettiest reason for not dating someone?
My pettiest reason, I'm 6 years old. Back in the day, Migs to remember, we had to catch the yellow buses in high school, and those buses did not have the windows that
Oh my God!
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Oh my God!
I like how he said Migs will know. I don't know. Are we talking about the bus or are we talking about the odor? Because I think everybody has experienced yellow buses and also that scent.
I knew where that was going, and I was just immediately like, no, we're dumping this.
Wait, can you not say that?
No. I mean, you could, but you definitely can't dwell on it.
Wow.
Thanks, Sarah.
That was fun.
For the record,
The old chicken of the sea.
the chicken. No one ever calls it that.
I'm trying to find a tactful way to talk about it.
Isn't it just a fish of the sea? Right?
No, we'll have an offline conversation because I don't even think I have an offline conversation because I think I get in trouble with HR if I try to explain what I just said.
Yeah. And I will say, when when I talked to him, he did not say that. He's just so everyone knows.
What did he say?
He just said body odor.
Oh, it's part of the body.
Yeah, so really he didn't lie to me. I just didn't ask specifics.
Why are people losing their minds about Dave Grohl being spotted at a gas station?
I got another confession to make.
We're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kitchen, like appliances and cookware. You'll have money left over for a sauce pot, so you can make your mom's famous gravy recipe.
Yuck.
Or at least try to. Or that cutting board for the ultimate holiday party buffet.
Is that a charcuterie pyramid?
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck. And what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
The website AlternativeNation.net recently posted a photo of Dave Grohl at a gas station and wrote this.
I've got another confession to make.
Signs of trouble in Dave Grohl's marriage persist as he was recently seen in Los Angeles without his wedding ring, purchasing cigarettes.
I'm your fool.
A source told In Touch that Grohl is committed to therapy and working to repair his relationship with his wife and 3 daughters.
I always love the sources. I feel like they just make it up and just say it's a source, and he's working on his marriage because that's probably what he's doing.
Well, Steve Migs, this insider, shared that Dave Grohl is constantly apologizing and under intense scrutiny, struggling with the slow process of rebuilding trust.
Oh, poor guy.
Many had a field day with this post, goofing on the story being told, so we have to go straight to the comments.
Found a few of these posts, and I always love sending these to our production director, Jason, because he is the biggest Foo Fighters / Dave Grohl fan, and he has to remind himself of how awful of a human being Dave Grohl actually is. So we found, and I'm slow over the top, but we found some of these comments, which are a little bit over the top, and said, hey, do whatever impression you want just to illustrate how ridiculous people get on social media. Well, and also how ridiculous this post is as well. Is this news? Let's check out our first comment.
The gas station?
Oh, sorry.
Gasp. Bros at the gas station? That is a sign his relationship is in trouble. Look out!
I mean, if I was Dave Grohl, I'd probably have someone go to the gas station for me.
Yeah, if you're happily married, you don't go to gas stations. Clearly.
Last time I was at a gas station, I hooked up with 3 girls at the gas pump. Then we bought a pack of cigarettes each. My wife was so pissed at me. I now own an electric car and have been faithful ever since. Woo!
I believe all of that story.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Dave Grohl needs to do. He needs to get a Tesla.
Yeah, what's so hard about that, Dave?
I mean, he'll fall in line with it. He should get one of those Cybertrucks. Just double down on the douchiness.
Yes.
All right, next comment.
I'm totally shocked that a rock star stepped out on his wife. Just weird.
It is crazy how every rock star has probably done something like this. Maybe not having, I think the kid part is what makes it a little extra scandalous. But man, oh man, people are just so happy to see the good guy Dave Grohl show a dark side.
I cut him some slack. He's on paternity leave.
They're not wrong.
That was good.
This is all hearsay, speculation, and gossip. I am going to unfollow, and I suggest whoever wrote this take a class on journalism.
It is interesting how nowadays you go on social media and there are these quote-unquote news sites which don't really have a website. They're just Facebook pages or Twitter pages. And they're just, I mean, I got to imagine a journalism major is just losing their mind reading some of these stories because there's like no facts. There's just a source told me this. I see it all the time, like in music websites and also wrestling Facebook and social media pages where it's like, this is just a giant make-em-up.
Well, then you involve AI too sometimes and things get real wonky.
They can make a picture that will coincide with whatever the story is that you want. And yeah, granted, Dave Grohl in the picture has 6 fingers, but you know what? Don't let that get in the way of the truth.
A month or so after revealing a secret love child, his marriage is still in trouble? Shocking. I thought for sure it would all have been blown over by now. I mean, it's been weeks.
They're right. It only takes weeks to get over a marriage.
Yeah. One of life's biggest mysteries has finally been answered. Was Aaron Rodgers, in fact, picking his nose and eating it during the Sunday night football game? We're going to find out with what's trending after Pearl Jam.
The Daily Migs Show.
As you move through your morning with a sip of coffee here and there and try to make sense of the world of pop culture, you could be a little overwhelmed, and we understand that. So we're here to help you out and tell you what's trending.
What's trending on the Daily Migs Show? What's trending? Let's go. Let's go.
We now now have clarification from Aaron Rodgers himself after being accused of picking his nose and eating it on the sidelines during the Sunday night game, the Jets-Steelers game.
Did you see the video of this?
Yes.
Oh, man.
And this is what he told the Pat McAfee show.
I've actually never eaten my boogers. That's one thing I'm very proud of. It's a tough look to try and defend because that video is a little incriminating. But I can tell you that there needs to be a side view that shows that there wasn't a boog that actually went in the mouth. Yeah, it's a bad look.
There's also like him, like he was like doing like smelling salts. He had like some kind of liquid thing that he was like, they're like, you realize you have a face mask in front of you, you can't drink this. And then he's like, no, I'm just smelling the thing. Which I think was kind of funny as well.
He's a wild man.
Eating the bugs, baby. Netflix is going to be putting out, I will watch this, a 2-part documentary called Jerry Springer. Fights, camera, action. It premieres on January 7th. Now, unfortunately, he passed last year, but it's going to explore how Jerry's show became one of the biggest and most outrageous shows in the 90s. And they also say that it's going to go behind the entertaining facade, lay some darker truths, which kind of sucks if it's like about him and he's not allowed to defend himself. But you know what? I remember there was this VH1 docuseries, and I don't know how true it was or not, but they try to set it up and make it seem like as if Jerry Springer had no idea that the guests and the people that were on his show were plants.
Oh.
So, like, the producers would find, like, these people that are willing to ham it up. And, like, yeah, we know you really didn't have sex with your sister and you're also dating your mom, but just pretend that on the show. And then they would do that and just kind of throw it on the show and have Jerry just react how he reacts.
Honestly, watching that show was one of the highlights of being home from school sick.
Let's not forget about Steve, the security guy, too.
Oh, didn't he get his own show?
He did, the Steve Wilkos show.
Oh, so amazing. Bro Bible ran a poll asking fans which NFL quarterback they would most want to have a beer with.
I'll tell you who it's not. Aaron Rodgers. I don't need to be drinking with him and he's just eating his bugs.
Bring the hand sanitizer. Yeah. This was focused mostly on personality, not gameplay. So after a lot of debate, it was Baker Mayfield that won the top spot, beating out Kirk Cousins in the final.
I don't care about either of them.
Who would you pick?
Geno Smith.
Oh. I thought you were going to say Mr. Unlimited.
Oh, that
Mr. Unlimited.
Get him drunk and be like, let's call Sierra. Come on, let's do it.
Rockaholics, how would you like a shot at beating Steve Migs? He's got a record of 299 wins, 89 losses, and 52 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday beauty gifts, like hair care, makeup, and skincare. You'll have money left over to get your bro the big bottle of cologne. Just remind him one spritz is enough. Or waterproof mascara resilient enough for watching the holiday classics.
I love this part.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
Feeling overwhelmed? Struggling with mental health shouldn't be the norm. At Mindful Therapy Group, we specialize in connecting you with compassionate therapists that can support you through stress, anxiety, ADHD, and so much more. With in-person and telehealth appointments available, we can get you seen in as little as 48 hours. To make things easier, Mindful Therapy Group accepts most health insurances, including Medicare, allowing you to focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to start your mental health journey today.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday electronic gifts like monitors, tablets, and video games. You'll have money left over for that drum set for your little drummer. And some noise-canceling headphones. Or an outdoor speaker system so the entire neighborhood can hear your holiday tunes. Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs.
Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Red Baron from Des Moines is. Red Baron, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
I love that.
For those playing at home, Red Baron has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Which team did LeBron and Bronny James play for?
The Lakers.
Correct. What band has the album Some Girls and Let It Bleed?
The Rolling Stones.
Yes. Chip the Wolf is the current mascot for what cereal?
Cookie Crisp.
Yes. What U.S. state is known as the natural state?
Vermont.
No.
Iowa.
No.
Arkansas.
Correct. What comedian has a new Netflix special titled Single Lady?
I'm going to pass.
Who wrote the horror novel It?
Stephen King.
Yes. How many months have 31 days?
5.
No.
7.
Correct. Billie Eilish's song What Was I Made For was for what 2023 movie?
Wolverine, Deadpool.
No.
Pass.
The first Wendy's opened in what Ohio city?
Columbus.
Yes. 28 quarters make up how many dollars?
7 times 4. 7.
Correct. Woo. Red Baron, you got 8 correct. Woo, that's pretty good. You what? Steve, are you ready?
Yes!
Which team do LeBron and Bronny James play for?
The Los Angeles Nepo Babies. I'm kidding.
No.
Lakers.
Correct. What band had the album Some Girls and Let It Bleed?
Rolling Stones.
Yes. Chip the Wolf is the current mascot for what cereal?
I have no idea. I'm going to say Life.
No.
Apple Jacks.
No.
Wolfies.
No. What U.S. state is known as the natural state?
What?
What U.S. state is known as the natural state?
Washington.
No.
Oh. Oregon?
No.
California?
No.
Not very natural.
What
Very plastic.
comedian has a new Netflix special titled Single Lady?
Is that, what's her name? Nikki Glazer?
No.
Oh. Ellen DeGeneres?
No.
Cardi B?
No. Who wrote the novel It, the horror novel?
Stephen King.
Correct. How many months have 31 days?
3.
No.
4.
No.
5.
No. Billie Eilish's song What Was I Made For was for what 2023 movie?
James Bond.
No.
Oh. Barbie.
Correct. The first Wendy's opened in what Ohio city?
Cleveland.
No.
Columbus.
Yes.
Damn it.
Too late. It does not matter, though, because, Steve, you got 4 correct, which is a loss, 8-4.
Nice job, Red Baron.
I'm now 4-3-3.
Well, we don't need to brag.
Pretty impressive record.
What comedian has a new Netflix special titled Single Lady?
Ali Wong. She's hilarious.
I don't know anything by her.
Wow. She's really funny.
Yeah, she was in that whole Netflix show, Beef. Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, that show that I never watched. I have no idea.
I'm not surprised you didn't watch it. And then one that Red
Why,
Baron
'cause
knew.
it's good?
Yes.
Oh, I know her.
There you go. You just had to pull up a picture.
Yeah, I did.
Chip the Wolf is a current mascot for what cereal?
Cookie
Crisp.
Cookie Crisp.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't even know Cookie Crisp still existed.
I didn't either.
Of course it does.
Well, thanks, Danny. for
Cookies
pointing
in the
out
morning for kids, of course, all the time.
And that makes sense if his name is Chip.
Yeah.
He was like chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, yeah, no.
Cracked
I
the
didn't,
code.
I didn't put that
Apparently
together.
Sarah didn't.
Did you, Taryn, when I asked that question?
Yes.
I feel like Cookie Crisp was when they were just like, you know what? We aren't even trying to pretend that these are slightly healthy for your
Right.
children. We just took a box full of cookies, throw them in some milk, and here's your breakfast. Right?
Yes.
There's like 0 chance of that having any health benefits.
No nutritional value.
No.
Well, Steve, congrats on losing.
Thanks.
The Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, it is a glorious time of year because football is in the air and we are playing fantasy football with our friends at the men's room, and it has been very, very stiff competition all year long thus far.
For 3 of the 4 teams, maybe. It hasn't been very glorious for Danny and I tell you.
Well, you know who should
Starting to
really
question our ownership.
You know who should really be speaking about this is our commissioner, who is Mike Hawk from the men's room, who joins us this morning.
I need to talk to whoever's making the coffee around here. There's just too many grounds in this coffee.
Mike, we need to talk. As commissioner, how do we kick our general manager out of the league?
You want to usurp your coach?
I think
over
it's
here?
time.
I feel it, and it definitely is time because we had a couple of very one-sided victories over here in week number 7. George and his touchdown tacos managed another fine team to victory over the weekend.
That's Taryn and Sarah's team.
Kind of. Leading them to 118 to an 86 victory against 90 pounds of D. Didn't help that Thrill and Ted were operating without both a kicker as well as a starting quarterback.
Oh my! Not
so
again.
Stupid.
I know. Well, we might have to talk about
No,
this.
when do we get to play them again? We need a victory.
Definitely not next week because there's a little bit more show infighting going on next week. So it might
Can
be
we
the
wait
following
until
week.
after that game? Then we can let Thrill and Ted know we need a victory.
That might be a good call there. On the other side of things, we did have the big Black Hawks taking on the Bowie Buddies, who, despite their best efforts, could not face us. As we won 163 against 81 for you guys.
We didn't even crack 100.
No.
What happened, Danny?
They doubled your score.
I don't know what happened. The Seahawks did great. However, Alvin Kamara decided not to show up, apparently.
Yeah, dude, what is going on? I know. I thought, we're good. We got that guy. He's a beast.
Yeah. Well, you know what it was is your coach put in the Atlanta defense who was playing the Seahawks, and that's already a no-no. You never play the team against the team that you're rooting for. Just against the rules right there, because you guys also left 17 points on the board with the Rams defense, who just was riding your guys' bench all weekend long.
Well,
Left Sam Darnold.
I probably would have went with that too. I can't give Danny too hard of a time.
Your top scoring players, 2 of which came from the touchdown tacos. You guys were the only ones who actually got the top scoring players on there. You had Jahmyr Gibbs and Saquon Barkley, who put up a combined 58 points for you guys, which would have been carried to your total if you guys hadn't left Jahmyr Gibbs on the bench. So thank George for that one, because he left 32 points just riding the bench on that one.
Yikes.
So now, because we are the dead last team,
Correct.
Yet again, we have to make an appearance on the men's room.
One of you two will be coming on to take on the FCC, putting $325,000 on the line.
So far, I'm 1-1 at it. Danny, do you want to give it a try?
I'm ready to go.
I did pretty good last week.
You did. You nailed it. You
Crushed
put
it.
one in the win column.
Yes.
So that was good. You know, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. You just have to stay later. On a Friday, we drink. It's fun.
Mike, that is the bad thing. I want to go home, sit around, and wait to flub up something on the radio.
Right.
Danny, it's your turn. this
I'm
time.
ready to go.
Good luck,
Are you
Danny.
ready?
We're rooting for you.
Well,
Work on your tongue twisters. You know, get loosened up. Get ready.
So, are we just like guaranteed that we're going to have to ride the bull at the end of the year? Because it's not at the end of the year, the worst team has to ride the bull at Cowgirls, right?
Yeah.
So it's the team that comes in fourth. So we can do it however way you want to go, which I kind of feel like I know how you guys are going to go. No matter what, we're all in the playoffs.
So
Because
whoever
there's only
comes
4
in
teams.
last in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Danny,
has to
there's
ride
still
the
a
ball.
chance. Yes, let's go.
So there is still a chance. You guys do still have a chance. However, just with the number of quarterbacks that are starting to fall, like my team already has a quarterback that's been benched. 90 Pounds of D has 2 quarterbacks that just aren't playing right now. Jacoby Brissett hasn't played in the last few weeks. You guys actually, the Bowie buddies, Steve and Danny, you guys actually have the only 2 operating quarterbacks.
Who's our quarterbacks?
Sam Darnold and Jaden Daniels.
Correct. And
Hey, I
both
got
of
it
which
right.
are on fire right now. The Vikings just hit their first loss of the
Let's
season.
go.
So when it came to luck, you guys lucked out really well with the quarterbacks, but we might have to reassess who the lowest rated quarterbacks are and make a few swap outs for us teams that are
No,
struggling
you
out
made your bed, you lay in it, buddy.
Yeah, those are the ones and the defenses you cannot switch out. I remember
Okay.
those rules.
That was
that's fair.
you guys made that very clear.
Yes, we did.
So you have to live and die by those rules.
And it was foggy by what happens if one of the guys gets, injured or benched. But we'll figure that out. We'll figure that. Maybe they just ride without a.
well, that's on you guys for not thinking it through.
We never think anything through, man.
Oh, so you guys are like us. You guys are like us.
Well, and even without our quarterbacks, we would still beat the Bowie buddies. So
Correct.
we don't even need quarterbacks.
Well,
really.
when the playoffs come around, the Bowie buddies are a completely different team.
No more
they
messing
are.
around.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
you
we
guys-
don't mind going on the radio and screwing up words and doing silly reindeer games, but we're not riding a bull.
You guys just lay in wait till you slip into the playoffs. Then you're a sleeper team.
That's right.
Mike Hawk from the men's room. Thank you for waking up early with us and giving us a little fantasy football update on the
My
week.
pleasure.
And people go to our social media pages if they want to check out the screenshots of how all of our teams are doing so they can play along and just laugh at Danny and I and our bad decisions.
Check out the carnage.
Rockaholics, we know that you are a massive music fan, but do you think that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove that to us, and we'll hook you up with tickets to see Jerry Cantrell at the Moore Theater coming up March 9th of next year. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the kids, like arts, crafts, games, and tech. You'll have money left over for some new board games to boost the kids' confidence.
You won again.
Or that multi-voice changing megaphone so you can really spread the cheer.
Happy holidays.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daily Migs Show.
All morning long, we have received texts and phone calls from our beloved Rockaholics, but we have not yet had a chance to chat with everybody. But the time has come. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, brought to you by Pendergast Law. So call us up if there's something you'd like to chime in on from the show this morning, or if you have anything on your mind that needs to be discussed. 206-803-ROCK. earlier in the week, we were talking about Sarah meeting with a financial planner and asked what kind of side hustles our Rockaholics have had over the years. And David from Lake Stevens, you want to tell us about yours.
Okay. Yeah, I had to start driving a limousine in the Bay Area because my wife quit her job.
Okay.
And because of my education, I was getting the number one clients. I was driving to Calistoga to pick up Joe Montana, took Diane Feinstein to her daughter's wedding, and the big money maker was the fact that there was the .com boom going on in, the San Jose, South Bay area, and all these geeks were flying up a bunch of girls from the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, it's a bunch of horny nerds.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And then to try and impress them, what they would try and do is give me a bunch of money as a tip. And I'm going, oh, okay.
You're like, this is the best job ever.
Oh, dude, it was great. That's how I met my current wife.
Wait, was she one of the Playgirls or Playboy girls?
No. She was working for a company in San Francisco.
Gotcha.
She had good stock options. But at any rate, even when they had the New Year's from the 1900s now into the year 2000, I got to drive a guy to a big party, and he was rich. And he had with him for the celebration. And when I got home, or dropped him off at home, he gave me a sip. He had a bottle of Armagnac that was sealed in 1900.
Damn.
So that alcohol was 100 years old.
How did it taste?
Oh, my God. It was smooth as hell.
Oh, that'd be funny if you're like, it tasted like crap, like really old.
Thanks, David.
Thanks for the call, David. That's awesome.
206-803-ROCK. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, and we were talking about things that inspired us to maybe move to a different part of our lives, get a better job, that kind of thing. And Craig from Lake Taps would like to weigh in on this.
Craig, what were you inspired by?
Well, I was inspired by finding out my wife decided she wanted to cheat with my best friend and then took the kids and left to live with her grandma.
Oh, my gosh, dude. With your best friend?
Well, not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. How did you find out? Did she tell you? Did he tell you? How did you get to the bottom of that?
So she, back in February, came out to me and told me that she was polyamorous, and we were trying to work through it. And me being a husband that wants to see his wife happy, I was trying to be supportive. I never really got my head around to all of it, and he was specifically on the no, this isn't going to fly list, and that didn't stick, I guess. So they ended up hooking up and whatnot, and went out on a camping trip, and the rest is history. I kind of broke down mentally and got myself a new therapist, a psychiatrist, got myself on medication, and now I'm waiting to finish up ground school to go through flight school to pursue my passion.
So in a roundabout way, not that you want to go through that kind of crap ever in your life, but it, in a way, kicked you in the butt to turn your life around.
Yeah, no, and it's a very vindictive. I want to be successful because I want to show her that she gave up on me at my lowest, and I couldn't care less that she decided to leave.
Well, dude, I only hope nothing but the best for you, man. I hope. Are you in a new relationship? How are things going otherwise?
No, I'm living in a 3-bedroom house completely alone with a cat. I spend my time having probably too much alcohol and playing too many video games. Probably getting to the gym, honestly.
And the cat doesn't nag you to stop playing video games, does it?
No. Cat nags me to get outside with the owls.
Oh, boy.
Right on, Craig.
Thanks,
Well,
Craig.
I'm glad you're doing better, man.
Another inspirational story from Justin in Ferndale. Tell us what inspired you.
So what inspired me, good morning, was actually, so back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, Discovery Channel had on Monster Garage, BattleBots,
yes,
and Mythbusters, and that really inspired me to get into metal fabrication.
So the battle bots, that was when they had they built those things and they just kind of went to battle. Like they were just little combat vehicles, right?
Basically like RC cars with a chainsaw on them.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I went down the rabbit hole when I was a kid. I'm like, I want to build these crazy cars, build a battle bot, do all this crazy fun stuff. So I went to school to become a welder and learned metal fabrication and started off my career with that, and then found out about the machining side of it, became a CNC programmer, a machinist. I'm now the head machinist at my work. And this also got me, funny enough, into 3D printing. So that's why you guys have those medals and all that other fun stuff, too.
That's amazing, dude. And thank you again for all of those. And so did you ever build yourself a battle bot?
Funny enough, I'm in the process of designing they're called ant weights, which are think of ones you can pick up in your hand, but they do competitions down in Seattle and California. But I'm kind of doing it just for fun to see how it is. But if it gets kind of fun, it might be something for me and my kids to do.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, rock on, Justin. Appreciate it.
You guys have an awesome day.
You too. Well, Migs, I learned that something happened to you yesterday, and it involved your kid, and you were brought to tears.
Yeah, and then I realized rather quickly after that I'm quite the moron.
Are you now?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I'll let you decide.
We will find out what happened at 9:50.
The Daly Migs Show with Taryn Daly.
Sometimes I nibble on his knuckle skin.
And Steve Migs.
What is going on right now?
On The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Steve Migs, I want to hear this story because apparently you came home and Tatum had done something that brought you to tears as the big tough dad that you are.
Oh, yeah, because I'm very tough. I came home, sometimes it's just how's this going to go? You never know what kind of mood you're going to get. And she's got a huge smile on her face, and mom's just go look at the counter by the kitchen. I was like, okay, I go over there, and there's this drawing. And this is going to sound so stupid, but it was a drawing of the three of us, and Tatum's in the middle, and she drew it all with the sun, the sky. She even wrote her name Tatum on it, and we're all holding hands. Oh. And I mean, first of all, we're all the same height, which, whatever. She's just a kid. She can figure that out. But, to give you guys a little backstory, for, the longest time, for some reason, all she would draw were, her, the dog, mom, her cousin Eastland. And I was just man, I'm not going to make this an issue because she's 4, not even 5 yet. But I was this is a bummer, man. You don't ever draw your old man.
There's no proof of your existence in her drawings.
I was am I doing something wrong? Or are you just trying to phase me out? You overthink it. You get stupid dad anxiety. Come to realize the reason why she hasn't been drawing me is because I have no hair.
She's bald shaming you?
Well, she likes drawing hair. So if you look at this picture, mom, Sid, she's got a giant bun because sometimes Sid puts her hair in a ponytail. So she loves drawing mom because then she gets to draw this giant, big clump of hair on top of her head. Of course, she likes drawing herself and Eastland. They've got long hair. DJ's got a lot of hair. Grandma's got hair. And then I was like, oh, crap. Problem solved. I need to start growing my hair.
A skullet?
Yes.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I guess it's not really, it's not as challenging for her. She just draws a circle with a smiley face, and that's dad.
So boring.
It's
so basic.
Yeah, it's all right, mental note, start wearing wigs around the house.
I'm so excited you made the drawing.
I know, and I'm such a dork because I'm I want to have this framed. I'm going to put it up in my little area, which is the garage. But you know what? That's good enough. Or I'll bring it to work.
Yeah, I'd be happy to see that hanging in our walls here.
I took a picture of it just in case it gets ruined. I have proof that she at one point drew a picture of her.
At least one time.
At least once. I was like, maybe I'll get it tattooed on my back. And I was like, okay, I've gone too far. Thank you.
I'll support that.
No.
It's not it's a good drawing for a 4-year-old, but it's not tattoo worthy. Please don't.
No. I think it's a terrible idea.
Your neck isn't even attached to your body.
It's not.
Oh my God, Sarah, you are horrible.
She's
not wrong. You know what? I'll put it up on my Twitter. Just go at I'm Steve Migs. I'll post a picture of the family on my Twitter page.
Rugaholics, we are here to inform you, and we will do that with the Daily Migs download next.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download,
a.k.a. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. This Sunday, your Seattle Seahawks are at home taking on the Buffalo Bills. A real good test for the Seattle Seahawks. And thankfully, they addressed one of their big issues, and that's the linebacker position. A trade happened yesterday as they got linebacker Ernest Jones IV from the Tennessee Titans in exchange for a linebacker Jerome Baker, who really wasn't doing much for the team. He had it just wasn't up to par. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Also just excited that the Seahawks making some trades, doing some things before the trade deadline, obviously telling the players, like, look, we're in it. Let's keep this train a rolling.
Let's go, Hawks. And speaking of the Seahawks, they have designated right tackles Abraham Lucas. Can I get a go Cougs, Danny?
Go Cougs.
And George Fant to return to practice. Neither player will be playing this Sunday, and their activation is going to be decided within the next couple of weeks. And this is going to be really big news for Abe Lucas, who had knee surgery and has not been able to play the season yet. So Coach Mike McDonald was asked about Abe, and he talked about his injury.
Timelines get moving and shaking based on there's like strength with the leg that's, with the ratios. All the smart people are telling me. So I think
I just love how just like down to earth Mike McDonald is. He just seems like a bro that you want to just post up at a bar and BS with this guy, right?
Clink glasses with him.
Probably at the Coug, right?
You know it, baby.
I think that's just what was going on. I think it gets a little frustrating when the timelines shift, but that's just the nature of what we do.
Was it a microfracture surgery or what was it?
I couldn't tell you.
I think he said shoot, but he also kind of worked the other word that starts with the letter SH and ends with the letter, what skis. And I was like, I don't know. We should probably bleep it.
Microfracture, I don't mean. Sorry.
Is it all realistic?
Struggling with the medical questions lately.
This guy is so fantastic.
I couldn't tell you.
Hey, Spirit Airlines passengers on a flight from Dallas to Los Angeles were a little freaked out, and I would be too. Imagine being on a plane, and they are calling it a super rat. Spotted running around the overhead bin. Passengers were freaking out. Somebody pulled out their cell phone, of course, recorded it. This thing was gnarly looking, and it's running around. The video's gone viral. In fact, here's audio from one of the passengers talking about the super rat.
Got a whole super rat.
Super rat. This sparked, I guess it sparked some concern because of a danger from it chewing some wires. They didn't want that to happen. Now they did address the issue. Social media users, of course, are having a lot of jokes saying that basically it's Ratatouille meeting snakes on a plane. And we had to check with our resident airline expert, Coach Mike McDonald, and if it was going to cause any damage, and he had this to say.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah. The Chicago Marathon was last week, and a video of a late finisher is going viral. Jeanette Young took just over 10 hours to do it, but she never gave up.
How long is it? I don't. Clearly, it's less than 10 hours. But how long does it usually take to do a marathon for like an average Joe?
3-4 hours?
I think more than that. Probably like 4 to 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, a marathon, yeah.
Yeah, marathon, 26 point whatever miles.
What were you thinking, half marathon?
God. Well, first, I was thinking half marathon.
Or
Just
a
a couple
5K.
hours.
5K.
But by the time she finished, the organizers had packed up, so her mom made a homemade finish line out of a belt. Here she is crossing the finish line.
Yeah, my pants are falling down.
I don't know why, but I could totally picture Rose.
Oh, yeah.
I could picture your mom doing that.
Absolutely.
Like, just like, oh, poor Taryn. She's so slow, but I ain't giving up on her. I'll wait. And here, let's use my belt, and she could run past that.
Real quick, can we ask our friend Sarah over here how she feels about this?
Janie told me the story earlier this morning.
It's a feel-good story.
I had some different words for that. I said it was very embarrassing that everyone packed up already.
They gave up on her.
They gave up on her. She took too long. She should have trained harder.
Oh,
do you think like the organizers are like, look, there's still one lady that's still going, Jeanette, and she's still got at least 2 more hours. I'm like, we can't pay everybody to stick around. F it. Let's tear it down.
And they all tore it down. No one stayed for her.
Yeah, let's check with Coach Mike McDonald and see what he thinks about all of this.
I couldn't tell you.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Hey, as far as weather, we are going to be hitting a high of 55 degrees. It's going to be cloudy. Tonight, the Kraken are at home taking on the undefeated Winnipeg Jets. They're 6-0. They got to lose at some point. Why not tonight? And that game's happening at Climate Pledge Arena. That's the DMD, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12-pack.
I couldn't tell you.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's like really ugly.
OMG, that's like really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Feeling overwhelmed? Struggling with mental health shouldn't be the norm. At Mindful Therapy Group, we specialize in connecting you with compassionate therapists that can support you through stress, anxiety, ADHD, and so much more. With in-person and telehealth appointments available, we can get you seen in as little as 48 hours. To make things easier, Mindful Therapy Group accepts most health insurances, including Medicare, allowing you to focus on you and not your wallet. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to start your mental health journey today.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.